to the channel. You can see the intro, you're probably wondering what this is. I'm gonna talk about what are headlight washers, headlight cleaners, what they do. And I almost want to talk about why I think they should come back. All right, so let's get started. All right, everybody, welcome back to 5 Minute Fridays. This is probably gonna be a little bit longer, but I'm gonna try my best to condense it. Headlight washers, headlight cleaners. These are high pressure nozzles built into your bumper that can clean the headlights, okay? Now, they don't really clean the headlights, but they can be beneficial in certain situations. For one, the high pressure can knock off snow and ice. Most modern cars with the optional or sometimes factory or standard LED headlights, when you have your headlights on, you touch the lens feels cool to the touch. These lights do not create any heat. Therefore, when you have snow and ice accumulate on your front bumper, they're also going to accumulate on the headlight lens. Okay, what this does, once that lens is coated with ice and that brown sleet, freezing rain, it makes it hard to see. Most of the headlight beams have a focused beam pattern. It means you have a set cutoff line, and that helps direct the beam to where you need to see. It can condense the light down to the ground, also out in front of you. But when this lens gets coated, now you created a big balloon of light, and it's going to blind people. And since light is not being focused, it's being scattered, you're not really going to have any visible light, especially at nighttime. All right. Now, this sort of going back to history, these things sort of started back with the wipers. They used to have, yeah, that's right, they had wipers on the front of the headlights. This was probably an 80s, 90s thing. Most of the time you see it on Audi, you see it on some Range Rovers, you see it on Volvo, Saab. Those vehicles would have headlight wipers. And that was before sort of the washer sort of took over. That was kind of the next iteration of that. But the wipers would obviously spray water, and then the wipers would on the headlight lens. But it was an expensive component. Like I say, you take your car to a car wash, those things would be broken off. Sometimes they would get stuck. It just wasn't a good system, but it was effective when it worked. These things are usually activated when you wash your front windshield with washer fluid, and your headlights have to be on. So in certain situations where they have to be met before they're activated. So headlights on, washing your front windshield, and different manufacturers have certain parameters of when they decide when it's to be activated. For example, Audi, I know for sure, just from ownership, and obviously the Range Rover, the first initial spray of the windshield with the headlights on is going to hit a couple sprays on the headlight. Okay. BMW implements it on the third wash. So if I spray it every third wash, it's going to activate the headlight washers if the headlights are on, and I hit that third wash within a 10-minute period. I think they should stay, because if you have de-icing fluid in your windshield, which most people do in wintertime, or if you're going to somewhere like Tahoe, this can sort of melt the snow and ice off because of that de-icing situation. There is no heaters in the headlights. Like I said, back in the day, that wasn't the issue because most headlights are halogen based. And halogens or incandescent lights, we're going to say, when you put your hand on the light, you feel warm. So that was enough to melt a lot of it off anyway. A lot of times you'll see the whole car coated with snow and ice, but the headlights were still, you still can see around them because the light itself was creating enough heat. All right. So why do I think they should come back? And why do I feel like they're going away? I think they're going away because, for one, it's a component. It's things that if you can cut costs, the manufacturer can cut costs, and they can cut costs. But the problem is, people get on the forums, they complain, dealerships, I don't like it, it sprays water on my car and it's got all over the hood and everything. Well, if I'm spraying my windshield with washer fluid, most likely I got bugs or it's dirty. I can't see. I got the road spray coming off of, some of the when roads are treated with snow and ice and you get that spray you need to wash. So the hood of my car is the least of my concerns. I'm getting sprayed with all kinds of junk coming off the road. So I don't understand why that's even an issue, because I'm not going to, bright sunny day, I just freshly wash my car. I'm not going to be like, oh, let me clean my windshield. Second of all, that safety thing. You heard about the Cybertruck. The Cybertruck has an issue with it for the integration being in, between the bumper and the hood and everything else. And owners are having to pull over and stop, Kyle Connor from out of spec. He mentioned that a couple times in the video. If that vehicle had headlight washers, I'm sure that would be enough to knock off or at least melt some of that accumulated snow and ice. So I think they should come back. I really do. And more of our vehicles are going less. My last two X5s had them. And like I said, I live in a warm climate anyway, but when I go to Tahoe, it is nice that when in nighttime coming back or I'm driving back in infant mother, I can hit that, clean my windshield, and I'm knowing that the headlights are also being taken care of. Some Lexus models, some Lexus RX models, I don't know if they still do, but some of them give you a dedicated button where you can spray. I think IS2, I think they have it, but you can hit a dedicated button that can spray the lens itself. So I think it's the education of knowing the proper usage and what they're for, as opposed to just saying this component is just spraying my car with washer fluid. I don't know why. So that's what I want to inform people. And I also want to hope the manufacturers and automakers can bring these back. I'm glad that Land Rover is still keeping it in their cars. I checked, even in their 2023 models, they still have it. BMW, unfortunately, I noticed all their late model cars, they are going away from it. I don't see any more X5s with it. I don't see any more Porsches with it. Porsche used to have another one. And like I said, Porsche is an all-weather car. People take, especially even a 911, people take those around. Now, my BMW M3 has the headlight washers, but I can tell you that I don't think they've ever been used. First of all, I drive the car mostly on nice days. Like I said, if I had to clean the windshield, usually it's maybe a couple times, spray it, it does its job. But I haven't done it frequently enough because BMW implements theirs to awareness on the third wash, and the headlight has to be on. So there's that. Also, if you're concerned about the front of your car getting dirty with wash fluid, if I spray my windshield, well, guess what? Overspray is going to be on the paint anyway. So that that argument is invalid. It's just my personal opinion. Now in the Corvette, would I want headlight washers on it? No. Most of the owners don't even take them in the rain. They feel like the car is total if it goes out in the rain. I don't know why they feel that way, but that's just what happens. And if you're not sure what they look like, for example, now cars, and I'm gonna tell you this now, it's hard to find out if your car has it now, because before you can know right away. They've done a good job of implementing these headlight washers integrated into the front bumper. So you don't drive down the road, you're not gonna be like, oh, what's that? That car has headlight washers. No, you're not gonna notice it. Even if they're activated, they extend, spray, and they retract, and you don't see it anymore. So that goes away. I think it gives a nice clean look on the front bumper. Like I say, you don't have a wiper just sitting here that's going across. But yeah, I don't know why we're seeing these. Like I said, a Corvette doesn't matter. I don't need it. But Tesla's all about cost cutting, so I'm sure they'll find a way to have some software update that can upgrade. Who knows? It's one of those things. They're deleting some features left and right, and they're trying to find out some optimizations that with the camera-based system. So I don't want to go down a rabbit hole with that. But yeah, I think for all-weather car, especially if you're going to drive in snow and ice, and you need all-wheel drive, I think they should at least give us an option. I know that down the assembly line is harder, but give us an option to buy it. Give us an option to opt it. Don't take these things away, because if I had to pull over and stop on the side of the road to clean off my headlights, wipe them off, I'm putting myself, my family, whoever's with me in danger, and others on the road in danger because I got to pull over, regardless if I'm pulled over on the highway or pull over somewhere else, because there's a time where I won't be able to see where I'm going. So I think that helps. All right. Certain manufacturers, I noticed Audi are doing this too. This is to streamline the manufacturing process. I noticed they're still having to cut out whether the car has it or not. So there may or may not be a headlight washer behind it. I think the only way you check, turn your headlight on, spray your windshield, and then see what happens, or check your window sticker, see if there's anything there. But if you found the video helpful, give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.